There you go. So overall, this is feeling better, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're able to put a shoe on without any problem, huh?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Well, that looks great. I just want to kind of clean this up right here and make sure it's not still open. And then we'll take a look at the x-rays we took today to make sure that the bone is all healing up, okay? Any questions for me about any of this?
That's what we used to do for years, just occasionally trim that with a corn trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
When you get that flaky stuff.
Yeah, and for years, you know, I think this infection that he got was kind of a fluke.
Oh.
I'm not sure what caused this to break open and get all infected the way that it did, but right now this is all closed. So you don't need to put any more dressings on it or bandages or anything. So the key is, let's just see if we can stop the antibiotic, and that will depend on how the x-ray looks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
So I think you answered the question. And then, so you're going to check the, but in terms of the dressing, we don't have to do any more of that because the wound is closed then.
Right. The only thing that I would recommend at this point is that we get some kind of spacer to keep those two apart. Do you have anything at home?
We do.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're the best, but what do you recommend?
Well, we have a gel one that looks like a little hourglass that just sits right in there.
Yeah, I think we have one of those from you. We've got a bunch of them, so we'll use.
All right. Yeah. So if we can just keep those two toes apart now, that's not going to get. It's not going to get the pressure and create a wound again.
Now, one of the things, is it possible that somehow the wound was caused by the, one thing that I had done, and maybe I shouldn't have, is I applied hydrogen peroxide, and then before letting it dry, I actually put a spacer in. Is it possible that somehow the spacer can in some way, either with hydrogen peroxide or something that isn't dried or something else, can cause or can lead to something like this?
You know, anything I guess is possible. Usually the calluses will break open just from either something rubbing on it or just too much pressure. So, you know, if you think that separator that goes in here is too thick, you can always just cut it in half.
Okay.
We just need these two not to touch.
Okay.
And that should take care of it. So I doubt that the separator, if it's a gel one, I doubt that caused it. But I can't be sure. So, okay.
Our caretaker today said that she thought it was blue, but it doesn't look. To me, it doesn't. Does it look?
It does
not. It look the right color to you? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little more red than the toe next to it, but he's been in the wheelchair for a bit today too, right? Just now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that the color looks really good.
Pardon?
I said I think that the toe is looking really good.
The what?
The toe is looking good.
Ashley had said something about the color today, but she says it's fine. So.
Good.
Okay. Do you have a question about it? No? Okay. All right, let me just go look at the x-rays. And then the area circled is where the infection had eroded the bone when I first saw him a month ago. And in this new x-ray taken at this new visit, you can see that there is actually a little bit more erosion than there was at the initial visit. So this allows us to make the decision to keep the patient on antibiotics and take a new x-ray in another 4 weeks.